Welcome back to the Golden Lightworker. I am the Golden Lightworker and Elfian Realm communicator, Castalia Theo, and in today's video we are doing another direct channeling. This is the last direct channeling of April. It is also exciting because this is the first direct channeling of Taurus season, and Earth Day was yesterday, so I'm going to be tuning into some Gaia energy today from the Elfian Realm elementals that work with Gaia, and also any ones that want to come through with Taurus energy. What's very interesting about Taurus is an earth sign, so there is a lot of earth energy going on right now. And as has been communicated by astrologers recently, there is a lot of turbulence coming around this Taurus energy, and we need to stay grounded. And I know for a fact that that is a message that needs to be communicated. What I don't know is what else the Elfian Realm has to share with the collective. And I am going to tune in to the Elfian energy and channel some messages for you. When tuning into the realm of inspiration, I feel it best to say this affirmation before I begin a direct channeling, and that is, I'm surrounded by love and light. Nothing can access me nor my energy without my permission. I call on the solar energy to recharge all of my energy and keep me balanced and protected. I call on the golden Christed light to protect me. I call on Archangel Michael to watch over and protect me. And I call on my guardian angel to protect me as well. Nothing can access me nor my energy without my permission. And I only give permission to the Elfian Realm to step through and communicate through me for the collective and for the highest good of all. I always ask the Elfians to introduce themselves by saying what domain they're in, what they do in that domain, and whether they radiate in divine feminine or masculine frequency. If they are an elder, I ask them to announce that as well. I repeat aloud all the things that they communicate through to me, and then I give them the okay, all clear to step through and communicate through me. And that's kind of how it works with channeling. And I thought it best to bring it up in this episode of this video, this direct channeling of April, the last one, just because I feel like I've never really talked about the full process of how that works before, and I feel it necessary to discuss it now. Now that I've said the affirmation, I'm going to tune in and ask the elves to step through, and we'll see who has something to say. The Earthian Elfian Elemental Elder of the Earthian Elfian Elemental Domain of the Elfian Realm, Divine Feminine Frequency. Whenever you're ready to step through, and whenever you think I am ready, please step through, Elder. Hello. I am the elder of the elemental domain, specifically the Earthian elemental domain within the Elfian realm. An elder is an Elfian that is a last of an old race of Elfians, an old race of Elfian souls, where a lot of them have moved out of our system or are no longer around because they stopped being born. An elder is someone, well, not someone, an Elfian. There's only 7 of us total, who guides and teaches, and we typically come through to communicate first and foremost before we let other members of our domain come and communicate through. This is because we introduce all the energy and we prepare the communicator for our dimensional frequency. Now, I have a few messages I would like to communicate on behalf of Gaia. As our communicator isn't able to channel Gaia, I will be speaking the messages that Gaia would like to communicate today. Gaia would like to tell all of you that it is important and imperative that you start to grow your own food. You start to use the earth, you start to use what nature has to offer, and you start to lose all the synthetic things. You need to step away from chemicals, sugar, everything. There's a lot of lying on food labels. That is something that we have communicated to our communicator fairly recently, and she is taking steps to start to lead a more healthy life away from things that are processed. This is because it is not only detrimental for your physical form, but to be able to radiate in a fifth dimensional frequency and to activate your sixth dimensional chakras, you cannot be consuming processed foods and sugars that are unnatural. And gray area element foods like sugar and the cocoa bean and coffee also drop your frequency and keep you closer to the 3D level. It's important to step away from those foods and start to step into more natural foods like fruits, vegetables, those sorts of things, nuts, oats, starches, things that come from the earth, that come from Mother Gaia. And you can ask us elementals, particularly the ones within my domain that work with edible agriculture, to guide you and show you the way for what you need for your soul. Everybody's soul is different, and there are certain energetic frequencies when it comes to plantations and agriculture, the consumable ones, that have a better impact on your spiritual development than others, and everybody is different. For a solar child, they would need more citrus. For a lunar child, they would need more water-based, more greens. And for an earth child, a green light worker, they would need a lot of greens, specifically root vegetables coming from the root, like carrots and radishes. So that is important for you to learn what helps benefit your soul based on where your soul came from, based on your star origins. And that's how you know what is good for you to have more often than other things. It is important to have all fruits and vegetables that you can have, but knowing which ones have a better benefit for you is more beneficial. Now, Mother Gaia has something else she would like to communicate to all of you. I would first like to say that I am the last assistant to Gaia, and that is why I am able to communicate for her through the communicator. Now, Mother Gaia would like to say this final thing. It is important that you go walk outside barefoot. I know it is a silly request, but go walk on the dirt and ground barefoot in safe places. Obviously, don't walk barefoot on a place where you think that you could get an injury, but deep in nature, walk barefoot. Really connect to the earth, connect to your earth star chakra. Connect to your earth star chakras. It's just time to awaken and activate your earth star chakras, your 5D chakra. One chakra that every single soul was given at one point or another and always has in the physical and in the non-physical. Those 5D chakras that you have, also the ones above the casual, you always have in the spiritual form. The chakras that you have for the physical form aren't with you when you transition out of the physical form. The Earth Star Chakra and your 5D chakras are always with you. And the Earth Star Chakra, you were given the first time your soul ever entered the earth. And it is a truly beautiful chakra to connect to. And it is one that our domain, which it is very rare that an elemental domain can help a lot with a chakra in this way, but since it is your Earth Star Chakra and your connection to Earth, you can call on the Earthian Elfian Elemental domain, particularly the ones of dirt and soil, and they can help you connect even more with your Earth Star Chakra and more with Gaia. It's important to continue to connect more with Gaia. As always, we tell people to connect with God, but now it is time to find that balance and also connect with Gaia. God has a divine paternal energy, a divine masculine energy. Gaia has a divine maternal energy, a divine feminine energy. You need both energies in your life. You need both of that harmonic balance. So start connecting to Gaia in the same way that you would connect to God. Talk to Gaia the same way you would talk to God. Now, I would like to allow any elementals of my domain who would have anything to say to step forth and communicate through our communicator, as long as she's okay with it. That is all I have left to say to you, beautiful souls of the Tree of Life. I love you all so much, and I'm so excited that you as a collective have all started to see us more, and I can't wait to do more work with you. Okay. So I am now asking for any other elementals of the Earthian Elemental domain to step forth with anything that they have to communicate to the collective. Okay. A dirt elemental from the Earthian Elfian Elemental domain, divine feminine frequency, is coming through, and she is screaming stability. So I'm going to let her communicate and express what she means by that. So whenever you're ready, Elfian. Stability, stability, stability. You need to stay stable and grounded. You need to ground yourself. There is going to be energetic turbulence, but also some physical turbulence. So please stay grounded. It's important to really connect to the earth, not synthetic earth. So we urge you to avoid connecting to false plants, fake plants. Connect to real flowers, real grass, real dirt, real nature, real trees. Don't have any fake plantations around you. Fake plantations can't connect you to the soil and the dirt of the earth, and they cannot connect you to your Earth Star Chakra. You can connect directly to your Earth Star Chakra by stepping into dirt. Not mud, dirt. Dry dirt, but still a little moist that you can step in it and it's not too coarse on your feet. Dirt. You can also do it on the beach in sand. You can walk across the sand. You can step in sand. You can dig your feet into the sand and still connect to the minerals in the sand that can help you connect to the earth. It is very important to start to do that now and really tie yourself to Mother Gaia, tether yourself, ground yourself as you are always meant to be. As long as you're in the physical form, you're meant to be connected to Gaia, so connect to her. She wants to offer you grounding and stability and safety. She wants to offer relief for your root chakra, and she wants to offer awakening for your Earth Star Chakra and balancing for your Earth Star Chakra. She wants to offer assistance during this time of turbulence. You can do that by connecting with dirt. You can connect to dirt by having a flower in your house, having a flower that has soil and dirt that it's growing in. By connecting to the roots of a tree, you can connect to dirt. By connecting to root vegetables that come and grow underneath the dirt. And I can connect you to those agricultural elementals to communicate a little bit more about the types of foods that can keep you grounded. And I'll do that. I'll let my friend, he's a divine masculine frequency, an edible agricultural Elfian elemental. If our communicator is okay? Okay. Goodbye. He's going to communicate to you soon. Hello. I'm an agricultural elemental, and I would like to communicate to you some foods that will offer you balancing and grounding during a time of turbulence and during this time where you need to connect to the earth. When there is a zodiac sign that falls in the earth, it affects the earth. The things that constellation does and how it moves and how the planets move in relation to it affects the earth. So when you're in an earth season, you want to connect to earth and you want to connect to root. So root vegetables. Things that come up from the root, yes, those are all very beneficial to consume. Things that grow on vines, very beneficial to consume. Yes, you can consume things that grow on trees and bushes, but those won't be as beneficial to offer you grounding during this time. Other things that can offer you grounding during this time are fruits, vegetables, starches, and all of those really, really good natural foods that are of a brown color frequency or of an orange color frequency. So those can offer you benefit as well. Really leaning more towards vegetables and less towards fruit. Really leaning heavily into vegetables. Really having a vegetable base in all of your meals and making things naturally. So with potatoes specifically, if you want to consume fries, make them yourself, make them naturally. This is really a time to start to learn how to work in harmony with the plantations of the earth. Work in harmony with the trees as well. Give thanks. Give thanks to Mother Gaia when you consume her food. And if you consume any dairy, you want to give thanks to the animal that gave you the dairy. But with dairy, you want to make sure you know where everything is coming from. You don't want to be consuming something that is too fake. And trust your intuition with it. This is a time where you want to trust your intuition more than what's written down on a piece of label. You want to trust if you're intuitively feeling like it's not real, then don't bring it into your life. We're moving away from fake things. Fake things and synthetic and processed things are all very 3D energies. And Gaia wants to transition fully into the 5th dimensional energy. And she's getting very close, and the Earth is getting very close. And to do that, we need the people of Earth to be consuming natural foods, because you are directly tethered to her, and the actions that you take, even with the food that you consume, energetically do end up affecting the ley lines around you, which end up affecting her as a whole. So this is a time to put yourself first, and by putting yourself first and giving yourself all the natural good foods and learning what works best for you, you are also taking care of Gaia, and by taking care of the Earth and helping Gaia transition to higher dimensional levels, you are developing a very, very good karmic balance, and the universe will reward you. Now, another thing with food, and particularly agriculture, is stocky foods. Yes, they can offer you assistance, but again, we're looking for more lower vine growing and roots to offer you better help. And there are fruits that come from the root. Pumpkins will offer you some assistance, very much so. Also, the fragrance of certain leaves can offer you assistance. So natural plants like rosemary and lavender, those things can help you as well. And flowers that grow closer to the ground, you'll want to have those around your house as well, really close and around. And trust that if an animal comes and digs something up, that it's meant to dig that thing up, because there could be a bad energy portal, a bad ley line portal in that dirt section, and the animal needs to remove it so that the elementals of the dirt and the elementals of the non-edible plants, particularly flowers, can go in and clear and cleanse it. So if you see an animal digging something up, offer it assistance by asking it to remove all negativity, and you're giving trust and putting faith in that animal. You're putting faith in, if they're positive polarity animals, of course, so squirrels and rabbits, you're putting that faith into them to take care of whatever negative energy is there, so that you may grow good crops and good flowers and good herbs and good whatever you need from nature. Trust that there are animals there to take care of it. Now, there are some gray area animals that dig things up that aren't necessarily doing it for the purpose of clearing the negativity, but they're also not doing anything bad. They're just gray. And when it comes time for the Earth to transition away from the negative polarity, the gray area animals and elements will offer some final assistance to the positive polarity as they transition away and move to a different version of Earth. So they will end up helping in the end if they are gray, and the negatives will fall away. If you see a negative animal digging something up, it might not be digging something up. It could be placing something there. So be very cognizant and aware of what you're seeing, but it is very rare that you will ever see a negative manifestation or a negative polarity animal ever digging something up or ever coming near you. If you are very in tune with your own energy and you are stable above the 3rd dimension, you will be okay, and they will not even want to come anywhere near you. And the more people that are stable above the 3rd dimension and even higher into the 5th dimension and 6th dimension, the more people that are there, the less negative manifestations will be around, because they won't want to be around those people. And the more people that are in that energy, the less places they can go. And when they don't have enough room to go anywhere, they disappear. But you also want to give yourself room to grow. So give yourself space to grow, and don't stay confined in a space that you've grown up in or got too comfortable in. This is the time. It is a really good time this year, particularly, to start branching out and going and exploring more. And it's very good for your Earth Star chakra to travel more and explore more and try more fruits and vegetables that you've never tried before, and really expand your horizons. And that is all our domain has left to communicate. Thank you. Are there any other Elfians that would like to communicate anything? Doesn't seem like it. So the Elfian Realm is done communicating with all of you for today. I'm really happy with the ones that stepped through, because I have actually not channeled an agricultural elemental. So it's actually really exciting for me when I get to channel ones that don't normally step through that often or just communicate through their elder to me. So this is very exciting for me and my development. So this was a very good session, and I I will see you in May, and so will the Elfian Realm. Sending you love, light, and inspiration. Stay inspired, beautiful souls.